See me now as the guy that with his shirt off who can do 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours, who can run 205 miles in 39 hours, who can do all this crazy shit. But what they don't understand is they don't understand the journey that it took me to get to this point.
Whether it be physical pain or mental pain, we all have to start from zero with pain. And what that means is, if you don't go back, we all have something that bothers us. Everybody in this world is insecure about something. You're not working your butt off hard enough. You're not trying hard enough. We all think we're trying hard, but what are you gauging that off of? I talked to this one kid the other day. College is kicking my ass. I said, what are you gauging that off of? I go, are you trying? He goes, yeah, I'm trying my ass off. I'm studying hard.
I truly believe we as human beings were born to be great. Listen to me, I said great. I didn't say average, I didn't say normal, I said great. I will never stop no matter what. I don't need someone else to believe in me in order for me to believe in myself. I don't care whose fault it is. It ain't your fault that you came from a broken home. It ain't your fault that your mother is a single parent. Daddy is not around. It ain't your fault that one of your parents is an alcoholic. It ain't your fault that your family is broke poor.
And what got me to this point was I was just the opposite of what I am today. I was that guy who ran away from absolutely everything that I got in front of me. I wanted to quit so badly, but I quit everything in my life. I copied through school. I wanted to prove people wrong. And so here I am in this Air Force program, starting to get a little more confidence, but this water was kicking my ass. And 6 weeks into the program, the doctor gave me to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. That's why this 6-minute ab is so powerful. You may get some results from it, but they're not permanent. The permanent result comes from you. I say it all the time. You have to suffer.
Something like, whether it be your family, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, your kids, something has messed you up. And whenever you're in physical pain, even though you might not be thinking about that mental stuff that happened to you, your mind is thinking about it. All these dungeons that we've created, all these trap doors that our life has created, most of the time we quit is because we don't have any mental tools to get us through the other side. So my whole thing for people is you have to examine, why are you doing it in the first place? It's always comfortable to sit there, you're watching the Navy SEAL show, Discovery Channel. You have to make that a tattoo on your brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. I'm trying to find more of myself. And the only way I can find more is to silence the world out as much as I can, because it's getting busier every day. It's getting faster. I put my phone away and I go dark. I go dark a lot, and it's because I have to find out. I'm on a journey of life, and we all have a different journey. I like to take this 4-lane highway, the easy highway. We all love that 4-lane highway. We always step over the shovel. That shovel, I made my own path. But going through this path of life, this journey over here that you make yourself, that's incredibly difficult, and we're afraid. It's easier to accept the fact that I'm just not good enough. You're in a 72-degree house. You have your lemonade, your milkshake, whatever. Like, I can do that. You're comfortable. The second you get out there in that environment where it's 40 degrees, like in my third hood, we had a guy die. You have to really want whatever you're going for. If not, all these questions that come up, like you said, how do you go one more step further? Your mind's gonna ask you all these questions. How can you go one more step further? If you don't have the answers to that, and I can't give them to you, you have to know, why am I here? For me, when I was going through SEAL training, I was willing to die. So all these negative questions that kept on coming up in my head, I had the answer for them. It's those people that don't have the answer for those negative questions. And if you can't answer those questions, you will quit. You will quit.
Yeah, that was a moment for me, the VFW, where I got the Americanism Award. I got choked up, teared up, and what happened was all this stuff that you all have heard about my life growing up.
It's been tough. It's been hard. I've had those days where I just said, I can't take it anymore. I had those days where I cried out. I didn't think no one was listening. Well, it's been tough. It's been so tough, but I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still fighting, but most importantly, I'm still learning. I'm learning through the hardship. I'm learning through the tough time. I'm learning through the losses. I'm learning Because that's what life is about. Do we fall down and stay down, or do we lift each other up and carry on? That is what we do. This is who we are. We are all students of life.
I go, what do you gauge in trying hard off of? Well, in high school, I didn't have to try at all, and I made great grades. In college, I'm trying hard. You're trying hard compared to what you did in high school, which was it came easy to you. So your reality is something you created off of something easy. So you trying hard is 2 hours of studying. I'm gonna tell you the difference in trying hard and trying hard. Trying hard is something in your mind just doesn't stop. Where you know 2 hours isn't enough. When I was 297 pounds and I was fat as hell trying to be a Navy SEAL, the scariest thing in the world to me, even to this day, wow, I went from this piece of shit kid who thought he was dumb, not successful, insecure, who stuttered when I first saw somebody, to a person who can now do all these things just because I now control my own mind. When you get to the point, you're dangerous. You become very, very dangerous. I'm not saying don't care, like, I don't care if I do that. No, when you don't care about other people and how they view you, about how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, where you want to go with your life.
With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use them for fuel. Use them for energy. In times of need, and when you don't want to do shit, roll through your brain that person who said you couldn't do something.
Was that could have been the rest of my life. I thought then I was trying hard. That's the scariest thing in the world. I thought then, 297 pound, working for Ecolab, spraying for cockroaches, making $1,000 a month. I thought that was me at my 100% potential. Come to find out, a few years later, I wasn't anywhere near that. 106 pounds less, graduated Navy SEAL training, went on to do all these other things. Looking back on that, that was me trying hard. That's why people gotta understand, what is in us, we have no idea until we start trying hard. And I mean really trying hard, where you're obsessed with, hey, this is my new norm. This isn't always fun. It's not always meant to be fun. And that's when you know you're trying hard. I have this haunting voice in the back of my head. A lot of us have it.
Never forget, no matter how much you think you know, you never know enough. Because if you're living, you're learning. Remember that you're living, you're learning, you're growing. Through the good times and the bad time. You're learning something unique and special about you every day of your life. And that's what makes it special. I'm learning. You're probably thinking that this ain't got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with you. Because maybe you got the right things happening right now for you, but to your right, that guy over there, he ain't living so well, but to learning something. Because if the tables were turned, could you deal with it? Could you handle that stress?
Use it for energy. Instead of killing them with kindness, torch them with success. In life, we have to continue pushing past the odds. Use everything this world has to give you for fuel. Stay hard.
You know, growing up, I didn't want to tell anybody I wanted to be in the military. Because why? Some of my black friends, I was afraid of what they think. I was afraid of what other people thought about me. So now, when I go in the military, I ain't tell you because I'm afraid of what you thought. Once again, man, you're allowing other people to shackle your mind. It's the worst thing in the world. So when I saw the military uniform when I was growing up, I thought to myself, if I can get that uniform on, I would find honor in wearing the uniform. So not only do I want to be in the military, I want to be in special ops. But I realized to be in special ops.
Ask yourself, what's my dream? What are you willing to do that you've never done before? We live our lives and we feel as if we promised something we really don't have any control.